Hi, welcome to the Jenspiration Conversation. My name is Jennifer, and if this is the first time one of my videos has landed in your feed, I very much welcome you to this space. Thank you for being here. It means that the universe's algorithm has put this video in your feed for a reason. It's saying to you, hey, there's something in this video that is for you. So I appreciate you clicking and stepping foot inside my little corner of YouTube. Returning viewers and subscribers, you always have my deepest appreciation and gratitude. You have no idea how much it means to me that you have come back to sit and have another Jenspiration conversation. So thank you very much. Today is an absolutely stunning day in mid-May. Spring is officially here in Atlantic Canada. It's absolutely beautiful outside, and I just didn't want to miss an opportunity to film with the kind of afternoon sun that was gracing us with its presence today. So today's topic is a fun one, and anyone who is experiencing a spiritual awakening, or you're in one of the phases of your spiritual journey, you'll be able to appreciate this. I am probably going to title it physical symptoms or physical signs that your spirit guide, spirit source, God, whoever you believe in, are near. And I think it's an interesting topic because sometimes when we experience something physically on our body, we're very quick to just, negate it and be like, no, that's something else, or that's something physically that's happening in my body. I kind of did when my spiritual journey started a few years ago. I was starting to feel things, and I was like, what's happening? And I was open to it, but I wasn't at the time. I'm like, this isn't what I think it is it? Turns out it is. So I just want to run through a few physical things that you may experience that will open you up a little bit to your connection to your spirit guides and your source, God, the universe, whoever you believe in. I just posted a video with regards to ringing in the ears. So that is one sign that your spirit team is near, will be ringing in the ears. So that's a whole separate video. If you want to just scroll back a little bit, it'll be right there. But I'll just run through some of the other physical signs, and maybe you've experienced some of them. So the first one I'll talk about is heat. And this one just recently started happening to me. But if you are familiar with the celebrity medium Tyler Henry, if you've ever watched even just a snippet of his videos, you'll see that when he's channeling as a medium, when he's connecting to the other side, he scribbles a lot because that's how the channel comes through. But you'll see actually his body warms up significantly. Like he starts to sweat. You can visibly see sweat. So when he's channeling, spirit comes through very strongly for him, his spirit guides, whoever he's connecting to, through heat. And I have recently started to notice that they are doing this with me. My channeling, returning viewers know, comes through writing. So sentences will form, and I know I have to grab a pen and start to write whatever it is that's coming to me down. When I'm sitting and doing that, I can feel my body getting warm. My back gets warm if I'm sitting. The back of my legs get really warm, because when I stand up, I'm like, why am I clammy? And then it goes away. So if you are experiencing just a sudden kind of rush of heat, or if maybe you're meditating and some, your body temperature rises and you can feel the heat, or you start to sweat, that's just your spirit team coming through. Maybe you're starting to open up a channel. You could be starting to channel. Pay attention to what you were thinking, what you may have been saying out loud or not saying out loud. But heat, a change in body temperature, usually indicates your spirit team are near. Now, the opposite side of that, one of my favorite tarot readers, she has a spiritual channel, and on her spiritual channel, she mentions that her spirit guide actually comes through and makes her body cold. So she gets a really cold sensation, like on her hand or like her legs or her toes or something. She'll feel a cold sensation. So for her, it's the opposite. She gets the cold. I've started experiencing the heat. Tyler Henry experiences the heat. So that's one sensation that you'll feel. The other sensation that I feel, and this is the very first one that came when I started my journey, was full on like body chills, like this rush of like tingles, and I call them body chills. Sometimes they show up in goosebumps. For me, that has always been an indicator of a yes. So I could be driving, sitting in a meeting, talking to a client, whatever, and they will just randomly give me body chills. More often than not, I get body chills when I'm listening to music because spirit communicates with me through song lyrics. But just yesterday, I was coming back from seeing a client and I was sitting in traffic and I wasn't saying anything out loud, but I was thinking something, and immediately it was full on goosebumps. And I was like, oh, okay. They're confirming that what I was thinking was correct. So for me, the goosebumps and the body tingles have always been a confirmation of a yes. So you may be experiencing those too, that you're like, why do I get random body chills? It's usually to confirm a yes. Taking that a step further, I have a friend who told me that her head gets really hot, like her crown, and it tingles. So for her confirmation comes through heat head tingles, because I've said, hey, do you get tingles anywhere else? And she's like, no, it's just my crown. So she said it usually happens when she's talking out loud to her spirit guides. They will put heat and head tingles for her. She said like she can actually touch her hair and it's wet. So they come through really strongly to affirm for her what she's asking about or what she's thinking about. But she said it's usually when she's by herself and she asks like, hey, am I on the right path? Is this the right thing to do? Should I do this? And then she waits and then she can feel a head tingle come through. So you may also be experiencing the heat and the tingles together. What I didn't mention in my previous video around the ear ringing is your spirit team may also plug your ear. And for me, they plug my left because the left is associated with your spirit guides. And they plugged my left ear this morning. And I was trying to figure out like, whoa, I was just literally making coffee. What are you plugging my ear for? But when I sit with what I was thinking about this morning, usually a plugged ear will indicate they want you to stop whatever you're doing and go inward. They're basically plugging out the external noise. And you've heard me say this before, tune out to tune in. So I was kind of overthinking something this morning and they plugged my left ear while I was making my eggs. And I was like, oh, okay. So they're plugging it. They're not ringing it. They're plugging it. And then I took a deep breath and I was like, okay, why are they plugging it? And then I overthought why they were plugging it. But when I stepped away for a moment, I thought about it. And it was more like, tune all that external noise out, Jennifer, because we want you to go back here. Like tune out to tune in. So they may plug your ear just to get you to stop overthinking in that moment and to tune back into yourself, back into your intuition. What was the other one? I took some notes. Hold on. Let me see. Head tingles, body chills, heat, plugged ears. Oh, the last one, the most important one. This one is a, hold on a second, guys. I have to make sure that I'm recording. don't think I am. I don't think I'm recording. Am I recording? Okay. I'm going to have to edit some of that out because I am recording. Okay. Weird. Sorry. I'm going to edit some of that out. Okay. The last one is something that I researched and learned about from a YouTube creator. His name is Ben Smith. He's great, actually. He talks a lot about manifestations and how to connect with your spirit guides. And a video of his just randomly popped up in my feed one day, and it was confirming what had just happened to me a couple of weeks before. This one's really interesting. The further along you are in your journey and the more connected you are to your spirit guides, they will start to, I say the word touch, but it's a touch. And it's usually a touch right here over your eye. And the first few times that they touched me here, I freaked out because I was like, oh my gosh, it's a bug. It's a bug. Because I don't like bugs, right? So I shooed it away and I was like, oh my gosh, there's a bug. And then I thought, uh-oh, was that my spirit guide like trying to touch my face? And you know, a couple weeks or a month went by and it happened again. And I swiped it away because I'm just reactive that way. Like I'm always like, there's a bug touching me. But then Ben Smith's video popped up in my feed and he said, you will get a gentle touch above your eye from your spirit guide, letting them know that they are literally right with you and available and happy to connect with you and happy to help you and happy to talk to you. So I'm prepared now for the next time that I'm sitting quietly or whatever and they touch. It's usually right here, like kind of right on your eyelid, your eyebrow, and it's the left because your spirit guides are on the left. So if you've experienced that little touch right there and you freaked out like I have, it's okay. Your spirit team's not angry at you. They're just quietly like coming into your energy field like, hey, we're here. They'll show you other signs, but that one feels like an actual touch, like someone is touching you and you're alone and you're like, someone's touching me. So sorry, this video was a little all over the place. The camera just looked like it wasn't recording, but it is. Yeah, so those are the messages. That's what I wanted to share with you today. That's what I wanted to get across to you is the physical sensations that come through when your spirit team is just happy to be around you, happy to be helping, want to connect with you, want to affirm something for you, maybe want you to, plug your ear, tune out to tune in. So if you're experiencing any of those, then welcome to the club. You are among those of us who have built a strong connection with your spirit team. So, my friends, if you're watching the Stanley Cup playoffs with me, I'm Canadian, but I don't like the Montreal Canadiens. I'm a Carolina Hurricanes fan, so go Canes. Enjoy the Stanley Cup playoffs. They are incredible. I live way out on the East Coast of Atlantic Canada, so the games are so late here. So like I'm tired. I'm going to bed so late because the games are on late. So cheers to the Stanley Cup playoffs. Thank you for being here in this kind of messy video, but I'm sure the message will reach those it's meant to reach, even in its little bit of a topsy-turvy state there in the middle. So if there's any topics that you'd like me to cover, please leave them in the comments below and I will do my best to see if it's a topic that I've learned about or researched about or been through, and I'd be happy to do a video on it. So until next time, my friends, cheers, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.